Good morning, CRC. It's Tuesday morning, and we've almost had 2 days since Pastor Prophet gave us our homework. The man of God who was anointed for that day stood in the pulpit and said, "You have homework." And so, if you have one of our covenant plaques on your wall or in your house or under your bed, I expect all of you, just look at your neighbor and say, "All of you." Find a mirror, look at yourself and say, "That includes you," to do your homework and put it on the app and or share it with someone. But I really want to encourage you all to pray the word as we were instructed. This is a transforming message for our church. It's something that we do, but we've never taught on it. And um, Pastor did such a wonderful job. So I want to encourage you to do the homework. I want to encourage you to find a passage of scripture, uh, pray that passage of scripture. As instructed, he gave you about 5 areas, 5 ways, 5 practical pieces of advice to pray the passage of scripture. So if you need to pull his notes from the app or the website, feel free to do that. And then share that with somebody, whether you post it on the app or whether you share it with your husband or wife or friend or whatever. But he said a couple things too that I want to just highlight. He said, one, don't rip verses out of context. And then in that same section, he said something to the order of don't skip the tough or convicting passages. And we've said this before, but it's relatively easy to pray the things that are in line with your own heart. Like if you want a promotion and you find some scripture that says, God will raise you up or something, that's reasonably easy. It is extraordinarily difficult to pray through the things where you're struggling. And I mean hard. The thing is, you can just avoid it. Like you don't even have to seek out those passages. If you're dealing with lust, or if you're dealing with lying, or if you're not the greatest husband, or an unsubmissive wife, or you're like to dress immodest, you ain't going to the passages on modesty, right? You're not going to Titus 2 if you want to be a boss babe, right? So that's what I mean. It's extremely difficult, but as we've said before, those are the texts that really help us move forward in our sanctification. Those are the ones that address real issues that we're dealing with, possibly areas where the devil is, you know, some demonic power is trying to influence us, and where we're probably doing damage. I mean, if you're an older child and you still live with your parents, but you're unsubmissive, and it takes an arm and a leg to get mom and dad to move you to do something. I mean, that's sin. You've got to deal with that. You've got to go to Ephesians 6. You've got to go to the Ten Commandments. You've got to go to the many passages in Proverbs that instruct and actually show a little bit of judgment concerning how God feels about a son or daughter that curses mother or father. And you've got to pray those things through. You've got to start with the word as we were instructed, and you've got to breathe that word in. Pray that word. Lord, your word says, I know I'm in error. Oh God, put this word down on the inside of me. Lord, help me to receive it with meekness and fear, and then execute. So I just want to encourage all members, somebody say all members, to do this work this week. Love you.